Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tochi. You guys are welcome to today's video. So today guys is another cost of living in the UK video. This is just to help as many people who are planning to move to the UK. So whether you're looking for a job in the UK or you're planning to study in the UK, this will give you an idea of what cost of living in different parts of the UK looks like, so that you would plan ahead and just prepare yourself. So today we'll be comparing living in Bristol, living in Coventry, and then Crewe. Bristol is in the southern part of England, Coventry is in Midlands, and then of course Crewe is in the northern part of England. So guys, please relax and enjoy this video. I've got two beautiful ladies here. They will just introduce themselves and then we'll get started.
Hello guys, hello Tochi lovers. My name is Maureen Atru. I'm a content creator living in Bristol. I'm a Nigerian. Thank you for watching.
Hello guys, my name is Fajira and thank you Tochi for having me on your channel, and hello to all the Toshi's fans. I'm a content creator like you know, and I live in Coventry.
So welcome beautiful ladies, we'll just dive right into the video. So guys, we'll start with the very important one, which is accommodation. So let's start with Fajira. How much do you spend on accommodation? What kind of house do you live first of all, and how much do you pay?
Okay, when it comes to accommodation, I would say it depends on the number of family members you have. So we live in a 4-bedroom apartment, but the size of my family is 5. Myself, my husband, my 3 children. But some family will live in a 3-bedroom apartment, which is still okay for a family of 5. So I would say on average, with a furnished 3-bedroom apartment, which is an average apartment for a family of 5, you could spend up to £1,100 or £1,200 per month in Coventry, depending on the location, depending on the postcode, and also depends on the band of the property.
Maureen, what about you?
I pay £1,200 for a 3-bedroom house here in Bristol, but in the area I live, a lot of people, because I moved in 3 years ago, so a lot of people that are moving in recently, they spend like £1,500 for a 3-bedroom. For a 2-bedroom that is furnished, you could get it in this area of Bristol for about £1,200 or £1,300.
Okay, so for me, because I've talked so much about how much I pay or for my house, I recently just went online to check the price of houses in my area, and I discovered that for a 2-bed house in Crewe right now, it's there in the market for an average of £600 to £800 depending. Wow. And then a 3-bed house here as well is from £700 to £1,000 thereabouts. So that's how much it is in the market right now here. So I just don't want to bore you guys with how much I pay for my house, because I've mentioned it over and over again in the different comparison videos that I've done. So that's why I'm leaving it out. Now let's move to the second one, which is home bills. So after you talk about housing, of course, you have to pay your bills at home. So Fajira, how much do you pay for your home bills every month?
Okay, when it comes to home bills, it depends on how many things you want to put in the home bills. Could be internet, gas, water, electricity, and so on. So I would say basically for our gas and electricity, it's almost £280 because we've got kids, and most of the time they just turn on the lights at their own time. So that could, and though I've heard some people around my neighborhood that actually pays more than that. Then for water bill, standard £30 to £35. Also depends on as well, because sometimes the kids just leave the tap running and it also increases the bill. When it comes to internet, it depends on the broadband you're using. For BT, I think we're paying up to £30 a month for our internet bill. Council tax, because of the band of the property we are living in, is almost £200 a month.
Okay, so for me, I pay a total of, for house bills, when it comes to light and gas, I pay a total of 150 for light, and then 270 or 280 for gas. This is during the winter, and then I try as much as I can to dry clothes outside. That's what I've been doing like in recent times. So for light and gas, I spend about 430. Then for council tax, 150. Broadband, I use a Virgin and Netflix, and we pay about £87. For water bill, I pay about £56 for water bill, and this is even reduced. I was meant to be paying 74, but we have this Bristol water surplus, so they kind of reduce, the price for me because I have younger children. So yeah.
So for my home bills, energy bills, that's for electricity and gas. It just depends on the season. So during winter, we obviously pay more, and now we're paying less as well. So it's between 150, 100 to 150 pounds, or just over that, every month. And then for water bill, we pay £25. Our phone bills, my phone bill is £15. My husband's is, I think, £20 every month. And then for council tax, we pay £166. For internet, we pay £27 every month.
I forgot to mention that for phone, I pay £23. My husband pays about 18.
Now let's move to feeding now. And guys, coincidentally, we all are a family of 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see who spends more on feeding. Okay, and Fejira, how much do you spend on feeding?
So I would say, because I usually buy a lot of things from Nigeria, like my goosey, ogbono, my dry fish, my crayfish, my even to seasoning cubes. I get most of that from Nigeria. So I just buy and cargo. So I would say going to Costco, going to other shops to get other things to mark it up, maybe at most £500 a month. That's because I've got other basic things in the house. But if I said I want to start putting on the price of the basic things, like I said, egusi, dry bitter leaf, scent leaf, or tazi, all of those stuff, if I put them together that I want to be buying them every day in shop, it's definitely going to be more than £500 a month. But because I buy a lot of things from Nigeria, I stock them in my freezer. Some could stay up to a year plus. I'm still using from that. So I just don't spend so much in buying everything I need from the shop on a daily basis. Even Milo, Milo and milk are kind of really expensive. My kids really love taking Nigeria Milo and powdered milk. So I also cargo them most of the times from Nigeria to the UK. So with that, I could say £500 a month is what I basically spend on buying other things to make up what I have at home. Yeah.
So that's excluding the money you use to cargo all these things to the UK, right?
Yeah, excluding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maureen, what about you?
Anyways, to be honest, it's almost the same thing with me, Fajira. I also cargo. I cargo my dry fish, bitter leaf, egusi, ogbono, and like you said, I can have them even for 2 years. So when I'm going to the African shop, I'm just going to buy meat. It's more of meat and maybe fresh leaves. I would say, to be honest, I'm a foodie. I love food a lot. I would say that we spend at least 650, 700 every month. Once in a while, maybe the times that I run out of maybe dry fish or some of those things that I have, I'll spend more. We could spend up to 750, 800, but I try as much as I can to really, cut it down.
All right. So for me, I don't cargo things from Nigeria, right? But I have some of these things in my house. Like when my mom was coming, she bought a lot of, all these basic things, egusi, crayfish. And then for every opportunity I get, I always ask for this, just basic things. So what we basically buy from here is like rice, meat, and those other things, oil and all that. So yeah, and then we shop like once in every 3 months. We go do the African food shopping once in 3 months. But any month that we don't go to the African shop to buy things, we spend less. So we spend about £600 every month. So if we now check the month that we go to African stores to buy things, it's more expensive because of course things are really expensive. African food stuff, they are really expensive here. So if you add that, it gets to £800, but excluding that is basically just around £600 for feeding every month. So we'll move over to transportation, right? Because human beings, we have to move from one place to the other. So Fejira, how much do you spend on transportation in Coventry?
For transportation, we spend about £200 every month because hubby has to travel to another city for work.
All right. Maureen, what about you?
For transportation, my husband has to travel too for work. Like he has to drive like 45 minutes to work. So with him, it should be about 200 per month. Then for me, I could use my 80-pound fuel, my full tank. I could use it for a month and even some like 2 weeks. So I would say for transportation 280.
So for me, for transportation is around 150 to 180 pounds every month. I think these are the basic bills. So Fejira, what's the total of how much you spend on the average every month?
I think between 3,400 to 3,700 pounds a month.
So for me, yeah, I forgot to add that I pay about. So I forgot to add that I also spend on childcare because my baby goes to school twice in a week. So I spend about £400 monthly. So if I add that, then if I add maybe car insurance, that is about 140. I should say in a month spend about 3,300, between 3,300 to 3,500 monthly, but I don't think it exceeds 3,500. Then if it is a month that maybe the children are on holiday or I really try as much as I can to manage, I spend about 2,800, 2,900, yeah.
So for me, if I add everything, black tax and every other thing that we pay for every month, I would say we spend about 2,500 to 3,000 pounds every month. So that's that for that. So Fejira, would you say is safe, and very convenient raising kids in Coventry or generally living in Coventry? How safe it is to live in Coventry and what's the crime rate like over there?
Okay, living in Coventry, I've been here for the past, I school in Coventry, so I've been here for the past 12 years, and I've not seen any reason why I should move out now because Coventry is really safe. We are closer to Birmingham, where we hear that there are lots of crimes and all of that there, but for Coventry and also the environment I live in, I would say it is safe. Especially even when you're raising young children, it's also safe. So it depends on the area where you're living, but where I live is really safe, to be honest.
Okay, nice. Maureen, what about you?
When it comes to crime rates in Bristol, to be honest, I'm going to say that Bristol is one of the safest, cities that I've heard about in the United Kingdom. It's very safe here. I would say the crime rate is very low. I haven't really heard anything at all for the past 5 years that I've been in Bristol. And when it comes to raising kids, yes, Bristol is super like comfortable to raise kids. Bristol is a quiet city, I would encourage anyone to live in Bristol, to be honest.
So for me, I think this place is actually safe as well. It's relatively safe and cool. So the crime rate is really low, very, very low. So it's a place I recommend anybody to move to. Either you move here or you move close to this place because it's really safe. Right. So Fejira, how about job opportunities, especially for dependents and students? Would you say that there are jobs in Coventry for people who are looking for jobs?
I would say yes to that because Coventry, like I said, is like a home for me, and there are lots of agencies. Like if you go to the city center, especially when you're looking for a job for dependents that just moved in, it's really easy for them to get agencies job because there are lots of agencies you can register with, even in person or online. So there are lots of jobs opportunities in Coventry, especially for students who are moving to study in Coventry. There are lots of jobs opportunities. All you need to do is to go out there, register with agencies, and see how you can sort yourself. Or you can also check on Indeed. Put in this, type in your postcode and look out for the available jobs that Or you can also use Indeed to search for jobs around you, but there are lots of jobs opportunities in Coventry.
Okay, Maureen, what about you?
Okay, when it comes to jobs in Bristol, there are loads of jobs in Bristol, professional jobs. You can find it easily here in Bristol. Bristol have lots of companies. Bristol is one of the cities that can be compared to London when it comes to, jobs. And then if you want, for students that moved into Bristol, if you're looking for like on a skilled job, lots of it. There are lots of care homes, lots of agencies. Where I live alone, we have like my company alone has like 56 care homes in just one postcode. Do you understand? So you can imagine that in your street you have like 2 care homes in your street. You're moving to the next street, there's a care home. There are jobs everywhere in Bristol. Bristol is, one of the cities that honestly I can promise you that if you come in, you will find any kind of job you like. Yeah, so skilled job, unskilled job, professional jobs, different kinds of jobs, to be honest, you'll find it in Bristol.
So for here, I would say there are jobs as well, because I know people who moved in, students who came in here and they're already working, right? A lot of them. I'm yet to find people who are saying that they haven't gotten jobs, but so I would say there are jobs, and it depends on the kind of job you're looking for as well, and where you're looking. If you look at the right places, you will definitely get jobs around here. So having said that, I think we've come to the end of this video. You now decide where you would love to move to, whether you want to go to Bristol or surrounding areas, or you want to move to Coventry or places close to Coventry, or you want to move, where I am, or places close to me as well. Just you decide and make the choice. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you've learned something today. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Fejira. You guys, they are both on YouTube. Fejira is here as Fejira's Concept, and Maureen is here as Maureen Achu. Do well to visit their channels and show them love. And I'll see you guys in my next video.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.